Hello, welcome you all. As today we will learn a very interesting chapter or interesting one. Mainly the various schemes are there which are implemented by the central government as well as state government to eradicate the poverty. And so far we have already idea about actually what do you mean by poverty and what are the various dimensions of poverty, then which factors are responsible behind the poverty and how the poverty need to be eradicated. And on the strategy we have adopted mainly which one two ways. One is the broadly two ways. One is the promoting economic growth, as a result that will generate employment and many more. And another one is to directly target poverty. Okay, and on that regards, both the state government as well as central government, they come out with many policies and programs to eradicate the poverty. And broadly here we can say three major schemes are there, named as centrally sponsored scheme, centrally sponsored scheme. Okay, centrally sponsored scheme, central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme, central sector schemes and state sector scheme, right? Centrally sponsored scheme. Actually, centrally sponsored schemes are those schemes where mainly both the state government as well as the central government shares is there. Like Narega, where both the central government as well as state government is there, like Pradhanmantriawasyojna, where the share of central government is 60%, while the share of state government is 40%. In the case of northeastern states, it is quite different. So, centrally sponsored schemes refers to those schemes where it is implemented by both the state government as well as central government. And mainly, these are the schemes which are relating to the subjects which is enshrined in the concurrent list or in fact the state list. Okay, got it? Another one is the central sector scheme. Another one is the central sector schemes, where these are the certain schemes which are entirely funded by the central government or government of India. And another one is the state sector scheme. Another one is the state sector scheme, like which one is entirely funded by the respective state government, like in Odisha, alleviation, that is the state sector scheme. So right, so far what we understood, that broadly three major type of schemes are there. One is a centrally sponsored scheme, another one is a central sector scheme, and another one is the state sector schemes, right? And in the case of centrally sponsored schemes, that is where both the central government as well as state government, their role is there. In the case of funding pattern, central government funds around 60% or around, the share it is differ in different schemes. Somewhere 60-40, somewhere 80-20, somewhere 75-25, etc. Further, it varies from state to state. Like northeastern states, mainly in the case of northeastern state, it is mainly the share of central government. It is more like 90-10 maybe. Okay, but in the case of union territories, that is entirely funded by central government. Clear? This one we understood, guys. Next, please write it down. Okay. Next one is as we know that a house is a very critical element for a person's, for its shelter, for his residence, and for many more. So in that regards, the government of India have come out with a policy. Earlier, Awasyojna was there. Now that is called as Pradhanmantriawasyojna. Okay, earlier Awasyojna, which was launched by former Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi in the year 1985, but that was subsumed, and at present that is called as Pradhanmantriawasyojna. Gramin. It is launched both in rural areas as well as in urban areas. And through this is a goal is there, that housing for all, housing for all, housing for all. The Prime Minister has the vision is that the house should be provided to each and every individuals who are needed. Okay, though who don't have the proper houses, or those who are living in a kacha houses or very broken houses, they will be provided what? House. Okay, and at present the schemes, what is that? Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Gramin, Pradhanmantri Awasyojna. Which one? Urban areas, right? Awas means here the house, and yes, the target is there. More than crore of houses have been built under this Yojana. Got it? Pradhanmantri Awasyojna. It is launched both in rural areas as well as in urban areas. And here the beneficiaries who will get the houses, that is decided on the basis of SECC data. SECC data of the year 2011. So we understood that in order to target poverty, one of the schemes named as Pradhanmantri Awasyojna is going on at the present scenario. For what? To provide a pakka houses to all the peoples, right? To all the peoples. And here how the beneficiary was identified or is being identified? Through the SECC data. Clear? Got it? Please note it, my dear students. Please note it. Please write it. Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Gramin as well as Pradhanmantri Awasyojna urban areas. And please note it first. So, Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Gramin and Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Shahar or urban areas, right? So clear now. So it's an objective of the government of India that the houses should be provided to all the peoples. Okay, by 2022. However, this scheme was also extended. Recently, the Union Cabinet they have extended the schemes up to March 2024. Right. And how the beneficiary was identified? The beneficiary was identified, already I told, socio-economic census data 2011. Here one thing need to be understood, that Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Gramin, it was launched by which ministry? Ministry of Rural Development. While the Pradhanmantri Awasyojna Urban, it is launched by Ministry of Urban Development, right? Or that is actually the ministry is called as Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, or called as MOHUA. Clear? So far what we understood, in order to counter poverty, houses are provided to all, and on that regards, in fact the schemes, earlier the schemes it was Indira Awas Yojana, where mainly the priorities were given to SC, ST and minority peoples, right? But at present, along with all these, the economic weaker sections are also provided. Alright? So clear? Written next. And under these schemes 1.20 lakh or 1.20 lakh are provided as in final assistance. Okay, financial assistance to which peoples? To the peoples, okay, those who are residing in non-IAP districts or in the plain areas. But those peoples who are residing in IAP districts or mainly related to Maoist prone districts, or those people who are residing in hilly areas, they are provided more financial assistance, that is 1.30 lakh and 1.2 lakhs to the plain areas or non-IAP districts. Clear? Got it now? 1.20 lakh to the peoples or those states where the mainly plain areas are there, and these are 1.30 lakh to the peoples who are residing in IFP districts or hilly areas. Clear? And in fact, it is the schemes which is converged with other schemes. Like a house is being constructed, other facility are also provided, like electricity through the which one? Saubhagya Yojana. Like gas connections through the Ujjwala Yojana, and many more is there. In fact, toilet are also provided for sanitations. Another 12,000 are provided to the peoples for sanitations or for constructions of toilets. Got it now? And so far, more than 2 crore of house already been constructed in our country, right? Clear? So we understood now that Pradhanmantriawasyojna, it's a flagship mission. It's a flagship mission of Government of India, implemented by both rural development in the rural areas and housing and urban affairs at the urban areas, right? And through that financial assistance of 1.20 lakh to each individual is provided, and mainly here the beneficiary is selected on the basis of SSSC data, and here the priorities to given to SC, ST, OBCs and economic weaker sections, and mainly the people's vulnerable sections of people in the society. Clear? And it was launched on, in fact, the Pradhanmantriawasyojna Urban, it was launched on the year 2015, 25th June 2015. Okay, 25th June 2015. Write it. And here another thing is also given. Another thing is given there, that in order to empower the woman, here the money is provided in the name of woman member of that respective beneficiary. Which members? Woman member. Okay, that should be noted, right? Because that shows the woman empowerment. Got it? And so far, more than 1 crore of house have already been sanctioned. Okay, as latest around 123 lakh. 123 lakh of houses already been sanctioned by Government of India. Okay, towards the under the Ministry of which one? Ministry of Urban and Housing Affairs. Okay, and similarly to the rural development, where more than 2 crore of house already being sanctioned, right? Got it? Next one. Please note it, huh? And this is the one of the largest housing program in the entire world. Okay. Next one, and that converts with other things. As I told, electricity connections have been provided by the under the which one? Saubhagya Yojana, where the free electricity provided to each and every household. And under the Saubhagya Yojana, almost all the peoples, they are provided of electricity. Around 99.33% of the persons of people of our country, they are provided electricity, which we can say that nobody is in our country at present living without electricity. And we know that electricity is how much important, whether to what? To functions mobile or to watch TV and to many more, right? So electricity is an infrastructure, so we can say, which provides for what? Better life. Got it? So in this way, there are various schemes are there to counter poverty, and to what we learned today, that the which one? House was provided. Similarly, food which provided to all the peoples at a very subsidized price, at a very low price, like 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 3 rupees. Okay, rice, wheat, coarse grain, etc. And in fact, employment is also provided. Guaranteed employment is provided under MG Narega. We will discuss the MG Narega in detail. Okay, so what we understood, that Government of India are launching large number of programs to counter the poverty, like to counter each and element of poverty, like through this house was provided, through National Food and Security Act, food is provided at a very subsidized rate. Okay, through Saubhagya Yojana, electricity is provided. Through Swachh Bharat missions, Gramin and urban areas, toilet is being constructed in each and every area. So these are the things. Apart from that, to uplift the vulnerable sections of society, National Social Assistance Program is there. National Social Assistance Program is there, and under National Social Assistance Program, okay, National Social Assistance Program, under that old age pension is there, old age pensions is there, National Family Benefit Schemes is there, okay. Further, widow was also provided the pension, and many more is there. So what we understood through National Food Security, let me write, food is being provided at a very subsidized rate. Further, MGNREGA, employment is provided at guaranteed 100 days of guaranteed employment, mainly in the rural areas, okay, and in the rural areas, 100 days of guaranteed employment in the rural areas of unskilled manual work, those who wanted to work, right, unskilled work, and mainly here the asset is being created under MGNREGA, right, like constructions of road, constructions of pond, constructions of and many creative assets at the rural areas. In fact, the plantations is there, okay, and many more. We will discuss all these things in detail, but what we understood that Government of India is coming with a number of schemes, okay, both directly as well as indirectly, and here we understood certain directly. One, which one? That Pradhanmantriawasyojna, that one directly, the house is provided, okay. Next, and under that in fact Saubhagya electricity is provided, okay. I will tell this all this in next class in detail, Saubhagya. Further, Har Ghar Jal missions, okay, and many more. It means that water is being provided to the target is there, that water will be provided, or pipe water connections will be provided to all the peoples, okay. So these are the things. Next, National Social Assistance Program, National Food Security Act. So all these are certain schemes, all these are the central schemes. Further we will discuss of the state sector schemes like Biju Pakka Ghar Yojana, okay. Further that one, what is that? Ahar Yojana, that on the 5 rupees, with 5 rupees you will get the food, you will get the food, that is bhat, dalma and achar and many more, and that is completely funded by the state government and certain NGOs and certain Chief Minister Assistance Fund and many from the various sources. We will discuss one by one, and today what we learned about the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, both Gramin as well as in urban areas. Who is implemented? We understood, and in which year, right? And at present that is implemented in all the states of our country as well as in union territory, I think, except Delhi and Chandigarh, right? And under that what? Financial assistance is provided. And further, it's in converge schemes, that other schemes was also converged with Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. As a result, a family who is poor is able to get what? Is able to get food through the National Food Security Act, then electricity through the Saubhagya Yojana, then water, Har Ghar Jal missions. At present it may not, but in near future you will get everything, and a toilet through the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, right? So this is all, and in the next class we will discuss further the other major schemes in detail, okay. We will also discuss the various indirect measures, like how the government promoting indirect way, like the infrastructure, how it is constructing various transports and communications. Like at present India is the second largest road network in the entire world. So we will discuss each and everything in detail in the next class. So please note it, guys, okay. Have a great time, okay.